Yeah. Last topic, Dan. What do you see? One or two examples of green shoots of Democrats in the last since we last talked here, getting their act together to fight back, if anything.
Well, I think the green shoots are that the base is getting frustrated. And I think whether they're going to drag leadership into kind of a plan or the leadership's going to come up with one on their own here. For the last, for the 3 months after the election, the party just sat around almost in the fetal position, just crying. And now they're kind of getting angry and they're fighting. And I think if I were the party, I'd do the three C's. Elmendorf had the three A's. I'd focus on costs, right? Because inflation, the report today, it's still going up. I'd focus on kind of the chaos of economic uncertainty. There are more and more CEOs commenting that this is causing them a headache and they may have to start making some negative decisions. And I would focus on corruption. The law and order stuff, I would try to seize it back with these IG firings, foreign bribery, Eric Adams' letter, which, Sean, you want to talk about a historic letter that will go down in the history books as it's okay if you're corrupt, but if it gets in the way of helping us, then we're going to get rid of the charges. That was unbelievable.
But Dan, I agree with you. It's unbelievable and it's outrageous. And if it's a sign of things to come, it is a constitutional crisis potentially. But no voter cares.
Well, look, but Mark, we have to start trying to daily drumbeat a narrower set. Like we can't just scream at everything. Cost, chaos, corruption, like whatever it is, you got to pick your lanes and start pounding away to try to win the public back. And I think he will step in it and give you those opportunities. Now, you have to say what I would do, but I think the country won't care until they do. Until there is something that happens where somebody says, where was the cop on the beat? Oh, we fired them. We blew them out and we haven't replaced them. Or the person we put in charge has no experience in this and was out there, appearing on some platform and not doing their job.
John, do you see anything the Democrats are doing that's good?
No, literally, I was talking to this in the pregame. They posted on Instagram, and I just reposted it because it's sad. Is literally, I'll show this to you. They posted a to-do list. This says what Democrats did today. Like this is what your child gets at nursery school. Bobby read a book. He played with crayons. He peed and ate his lunch. I'm not kidding. Democrats legislative committee announced 10 target states for 2025 and 2026. Senator Mark Warner and Senate Democrats forced the Trump administration to back down on the hiring freeze. I mean, this is sad. I mean,
well,
honestly,
look, this is what you do. It's just like the immigration rate.
No, look. Right? Here's what you do. They need
awful.
they need to get everyone together and have a coordinated. It's not easy, but at some point you say, guys, we got to sit down. Here's what we got to do. I've been there before. We walked into a broken committee and a broken party and we got it back, but everybody understood their role and was willing to join forces. This is like you have announced protest outside of buildings, people waving their arms and flailing. It looks sad.
Yeah. And just one more thing, again, to emphasize something Dan said. One of the problems they have now is there is grassroots energy, but a fair amount of it is being directed at the Democrats, at Schumer, at Jeffries. Like they're like, you guys aren't doing enough, so we're complaining to you to do more, rather than either going off on their own to strategize about what to do about Donald Trump, or to say to the Democrats, let's not fight with each other. We got to be unified. So they got to work that out. But I do think, as I said at the top, they are honing in on this message, and we could be a news cycle away from Republicans putting out spending cuts that will deeply affect red America. And in the hands of Bill Clinton or Barack Obama, they'd be able to make a lot of political ground up on that by saying, okay, here's their Doge. Here's how they plan to deal with the deficit. They're going to give tax cuts to the wealthy, and they're cutting programs that you care about. And if they can't make some ground up on that, then they should fold up their tent.